So let's talk about parents. Parents are basically people who have been through a lot. Your parents, your grandparents, your aunts and uncles, your guardians, foster parents, whatever. They've been through a lot. And you may not think so because you're your son, because you're their son. They don't tell you every single thing. Well, maybe they do. Sometimes they do. Sometimes they don't. They don't tell you every single thing and every single detail. But they've been through a lot. And the human race is so quick to ignore the advice from other people from their experiences. But they rather listen to somebody who thinks they know everything. Now, me personally, I told you guys this before in past videos that my advice comes from my experiences. Usually my advice comes from my experiences, and you know, I have a whole different outlook on some things. It comes from my experiences, and some of my advice can come from other people's experiences too. And I'm speaking to this from the way I look at things, and from my experiences also, and my parents' experiences. My parents have experienced a lot in their life. My mom was born in the South, Mississippi. My dad was born in Compton, California. And there are still some parts in the South that are very racist to black people. And there's really nothing you can really do about it, because that's just how they were raised. And the thing is, they've experienced a lot. Both when they were children, when they were teenagers, and when they were in the military. Both my parents were in the military, but when my mom had me, she retired. My dad just retired last summer, so. But the thing I'm trying to make is, I'm sorry, last fall. But the thing I'm trying to make is, they've experienced a lot, and the things that your parents tell you, you may think they're nagging at you. Oh my God, yeah. It goes in one ear out the other. But the thing is, you gotta take that advice. Take that advice because that's from their experiences. That's experiences so you won't make the same mistake twice. So you won't make the same mistake they did. And making the same mistake they did is just like, damn, they felt this way. Oh my God. Like, you don't know yet because you haven't made the mistake. But I'm telling you right now, if you make the same mistakes your parents did, then or at least your parents say they did, then you are not going to feel good about it at all. You were going to feel like they felt, if not even worse. And no matter what it is, it could be, you know, getting a job, it could be getting a girl, something like that. But there's experiences that your parents have been through that you haven't been through yet. But if you're on the brink of going through them, I suggest you listen to your parents. Listen to your parents. Your parents are basically like, how do I put this? Kind of like the internet. You get a lot of information in there, and they store the information, and they basically share the information with everybody else. And with everybody else, that's including you. And everybody else, that's going to be in you. Your parents have experienced a lot in their life. Whether it's, you know, getting shot at every day, or whether it's living in poverty, or whether it's even being rich. They've experienced all of that, and a lot of them knows what it takes. Knows what it takes to live those kind of lifestyles. And honestly, your parents want the best for you. They want the best for you. So, for example, high school. A lot of people do struggle in high school. High school, people don't think it's important. A lot of people drop out in high school, especially in the state of New Mexico. People drop out in the high schools in every state, though. But New Mexico is one of the bigger states that they drop out in. But my parents always told me, dropping out in high school will limit yourself. It's just limiting yourself, because it's basically only limiting yourself to certain jobs, to where you're not gonna get your full potential out of you. You know, for example, just working a minimum wage job somewhere. Just minimum wage for the rest of your life is not gonna be good for you. Working 40 hours and stuff like that. You want to work your way up the ladder and stuff like that. And you won't get the same opportunities that somebody with a college degree would have if you only have a high school diploma, or even if you don't have that, if you have your GED, you dropped out of high school and stuff like that. You won't get the same opportunity that people college degrees have. A lot of times you won't. And there's always that 0.1%, of course, like Bill Gates and stuff like that, that create Microsoft and stuff like that, who drop out of college. Bill Gates had a high school diploma, Steve Jobs and stuff like that. But it's just, they want you to be successful in life. When they want you to be successful in life, what they do is prepare you. They prepare you the best way they can by telling you their experiences and doing what's best for you. Some people may not feel like it, but I'm telling you, your parents are doing what's best for you. Now, you gotta do your job. You gotta do your part. And your part consists of doing what's best, doing what you think is best, doing what makes you happy, doing your part. As making the good grades, studying, putting the extra time into studying, because I'm telling you, it's all worth it. It's all worth it in the end, because you get to live a lavishing life afterwards. I'm telling you. But if you don't put in the work now, it's kind of like living the lavishing life now, because you don't go to school, you drop out of school, so you don't go to school and stuff like that. But pretty soon you're gonna have to work, and basically you're just gonna work for the rest of your life for minimum wage. That's just limiting yourself. You can't limit yourself. Limiting yourself is just bad, because it's limiting yourself. You got to keep your mind open and expand your horizon. And when you expand your horizon, you get a lot more opportunities that come to you. And when the opportunities come to you, it's your job to grasp the opportunities. And to help you grasp those opportunities, your parents tell you their experiences so you won't make the bad mistakes that they have. All parents have made bad mistakes. No matter how rich or poor you are, all of parents have made bad mistakes. So they tell you their experiences so you won't make the same bad mistakes, because they want what's best for their children. And you know what? When you have children, you're going to want what's best for them. So you're going to have to be the person that tells them, don't do this, because when I did this is what happened. And even if it just happened to me, it could happen to anybody. And let me tell you, humans are so quick to ignore the people who are trying to tell them stuff from their own experiences, but listen to the people who think they know everything, when in reality they don't know much about the subject that they're talking about. And you could tell those people apart very easily. And how you can tell those people apart very easily? Easy. The people who say, I think this is how it is, but I'm not too sure. I'm not 100% sure. So don't quote me on that. That's giving them a theory. That they're not telling you, yes, I know this for sure, but they're saying, I'm not 100% sure, but this is how I think it is. So you may have to go and look for proof about that. But if they say stuff like, yeah, this is how you do it. I know how to do it because, I've done it before and it worked for me. A lot of the time, they're telling you this stuff because they think they know everything. Being technicality about it. It could mean because I made a video a while back called 1 millisecond versus 5 millisecond. And the comment section blew up. The comment section blew up because a lot of people say, there's a big difference between 1 and 5 milliseconds, blah, blah, blah. But the thing is, in reality, sure, there's a difference, a 4 millisecond difference, but I can guarantee you the naked eye cannot detect that. They cannot pick that up. And some people might claim so, but people act as if, they get all technical about it. They act as if you don't play on a 1ms monitor or 2ms monitor or anything like that, then you shouldn't be playing any games at all. When in reality, it's not that. It is not that. One guy on the comment section, I forget his YouTube name, forgive me for that, but one guy in my comment section says 5ms and 1ms doesn't really matter. It depends on you, which it does. He brought up a really good point, really, really good point. And a lot of other people were just like 60 HD and 120 HD, it matters, blah, blah, blah. I mean, yes, it may matter, but tell me something. A lot of people, like my caliber, because I go to college and I focus on college a lot of the time, and I do this too. A lot of people who don't really have too much time for video games, which is a majority of America, they cannot tell the difference. And that's what I'm trying to bring. That's what I'm trying to bring is people who think they know everything. And it pisses so many people off. Sometimes I may think, I know everything about the subject. I'll admit that. Yes, I do. Everybody does, but it just pisses so many people off because they're feeding them wrong information. But your parents, I'm getting a little off topic here. Your parents have experienced a lot of the things that you want to experience, such as drinking or doing some certain drugs. I mean, some parents haven't done drugs before. Some parents haven't even drank before, But some parents have. A lot of parents have. They've tried something. Or basically asking a girl out or something like that. But your parents are the one you listen to. The ones you listen to, the ones you need to... I'm going to wrap up this commentary right now, but the ones you really want to listen to is the people who have wisdom, the people who have lived through a certain thing that you want answers to, and people who have lived through a lot of things in their life from experiences. What you want to try to avoid listening to people who think they know everything. Try to avoid people who think they're 100% right every single time. Because people who are 100% right every single time, most of them are usually blind from the truth. I'm not going to say all of them. Most of them, they're usually blind from the truth. They never want to take other people's opinions. They never want to be biased by anything. They're just blind from the truth. And try to avoid those kind of people. Try to avoid listening to those kind of people. Because they're going to end up feeding you wrong information. But if you want to get more information, of course, you got to do it yourself. You got to research. Internet's out there. Books are out there. You got to do some research. But to start the research off, talk to people with experience instead of people who think they know everything. That's basically my main point of the commentary. Talk to people with experience, and don't talk to people who think they know everything. And got a little bit of time left, so my next commentary, I'm probably gonna spitball the next commentary, mostly because just gonna take a break from giving advice, I guess. But listen to people from experience. Listen to people who has experience. Don't listen to people who think they know everything. Most people don't listen to most people who think they know everything. Anyways, this has been KuDo xFactor. And stay frosty. More content coming towards you guys this way.